guest is Lisa Schwartz with AEM. Lisa, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'd like to talk to you about your 2022 Cabling Innovators Award honor. Congratulations on the honor, specifically for the TestPro's ability to support installation to implementation. Kind of a unique characteristic, it seems, and wondered if you could explain to us what that means and then the real value of that capability.
Sure, great, thanks. So the installation to implementation really allows users to use a single test solution to certify the physical infrastructure, be that copper or fiber optic. And with today's smart building infrastructures, there's so much more that needs to be tested now. There are devices being deployed that require a certain level of link speed, be that 2.5, 5, or 10 gig. A large majority of those devices these days are requiring power over Ethernet. Some of those devices are lighting, so we're talking about very high wattage PoE. And so where the implementation phase comes in what these testers do is post-installation, I did my certification, I turned in my certification reports. Now I'm going to start deploying the devices. And I need to know what switch, slot, port, VLAN this is going to be on. I need to know what link speed the link is going to support for this device. In that regard, we push traffic on the wire at the same time we're requesting PoE load. So we're really trying to stress the wire. And then we give a report on the available link speed to support the device. From a PoE perspective, during the initial certification testing phase, we're doing some additional measurements. So there's your traditional certification tests. But then the standard also calls out some things like DC resistance unbalance, TCL, EL, TCTL. These tests are pre-qualifiers to make sure there's no noise on the wire and some other characteristics to make sure the cable can support PoE. But the other thing that we do is we actually do PoE load testing. So we negotiate with the switch. The switch comes back and tells us, am I actually a switch that can provide power, how it's configured, and then we actually ask it to send us load. So typically you're going to be testing at the jack where a device is going to deploy, and the tester will emulate that device and see the network the same way that device would. And so then you can get an indication of the voltage, the current, and the real power that you're actually getting out of the jack. From a Wi-Fi perspective, it's actually a little Wi-Fi analyzer. So as I deploy my Wi-Fi access points, I can see the channel it's on, the signal strength. I can see all the devices out there. I can even do roaming signal strength to look for dead zones. I might need to adjust where I put them. So when we say installation to implementation, it's really a very unique set of capabilities, very purpose-built for the smart building, to take you from that initial installation and certification phase into now deployment and turn-up.
Excellent. Now, I'd imagine that with some platforms, a technician might need a tool belt full of different instruments to conduct the tests that you're talking about here. But with AEM's TestPro, it sounds like an all-in-one device that, as that tagline sort of indicates, installation to implementation.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's, of course, a huge cost savings from having to purchase multiple tools. But another benefit of that is there's the learning of the tools. So it's the very familiar workflow, whether I am doing network connectivity testing, looking at that switch and VLAN information, Wi-Fi or troubleshooting, or certifying, it's the same workflow. The other interesting aspect of it is because I'm doing things that I'm plugging right into the network, I'm plugging right into the switch, that means I don't always need a remote. And we actually don't sell mains and remotes. We sell test platforms. And you tell them what you want them to be on a given day. So that means I can actually independently deploy these two platforms, give them to two different technicians to go do things that I'm going to do when I plug into the network, like the multi-gig, the PoE, the network, the Wi-Fi testing. And when that time comes, I need to certify. I bring them back together. I turn them into a main and a remote, and I'm back to being a certifier. So it's a very unique capability. One main can also talk to many remotes. Our customers absolutely love this capability because one technician can be in the closet just going from port to port, while 3 or more can be out in the work area with remotes, kind of leapfrogging each other. So between our 6-second auto test and being able to do that, not only can they get the job done fast, but they can do multiple aspects of the project
Right.
beyond just certifying the cable.
Wow.
So,
Excellent. Lisa, thank you.
thank you.
AEM's TestPro honored in the 2022 Cabling Innovators Awards for its ability to support installation to implementation. Lisa, thank you again.
Thank you.